And we continue now with Ann Coulter and John Carlson. All right, the presidential race. First of all, I'm going to make this bet publicly with you because you made this incredibly insane statement on this show right here. She made it that you're going to. Hillary's our girl, Sean.
Yeah.
No, she's not, Ann. No,
well,
no.
I don't think we're going to have a choice since I don't think it's going to be
No, so she's not going to win.
My plucky little Hillary isn't going to pull it off, I don't think.
But I will bet you any amount of money, any bet, any dinner, any place, anywhere, restaurant of your choice, with any bottle of wine you want.
That I won't vote for her?
You won't vote for a Democrat. You will never pull the lever this election year for a Democrat.
Well, I don't want to give either of them a mandate, so I'll probably write in Ronald Reagan.
Oh,
but I'm not going to vote for a Democrat, so I won't vote for John McCain.
I didn't think it was congenitally possible for Ann Coulter to pull the lever for a Democrat. You're not really going to vote for Hillary.
As I said, and I haven't changed my mind, if the election were close and it's between Hillary and McCain, I think Hillary would be better on national security.
She doesn't mean it. I'm telling I know she would never do it. Never.
She's lying? Wait, hold on.
No, she's not lying.
Calling her a liar? Why would Hillary protect America better than John McCain?
Do you really want me to go through this again on Fox Airwaves? Because they're getting a little testy with me. Making the case.
Who do you think the soldiers in Iraq would rather see as their commander-in-chief?
No, I understand we have spent 10 years building up a hatred for the Clintons. And frankly, when I endorsed her, I was secretly pleased that it seemed to kill her nomination. However, she's not obsessed with being called a maverick by the New York Times. Like, oh, who could I think of? Yes, John McCain. She's not obsessed with waterboarding and stopping waterboarding. And given the glint in her eye, I think she'd like torturing them. Have you seen that woman give a speech? I think she would enjoy torturing them in Guantanamo. She doesn't run around saying we've got to shut down Guantanamo. So I think I've just made the case. What do you have to say?
Let me ask John, because I agree with you. I don't care if it's Supreme Court justices.
I don't trust her on that either.
On Supreme Court justices, on taxes, nationalizing health care, and the most important issue of our time, winning this war. And not pulling out too early, there are distinct differences here. But conservatives have a problem with John McCain, and you know the list. I won't go through it.
Right, but also, how about spending? Who's going to call a halt to spending? Who's going to call
John McCain promised
John McCain has been in Congress for 150 years. What has he done about spending?
He's never. Wait, hold. That's
never had an earmark.
He's never accepted an earmark.
Not one.
He's never voted. What do you
University of Arizona.
That's what we're going to run on.
Well, who else has said no to earmarks?
Okay,
he doesn't want to talk to me, but John, I think there's an. Can I please get in here? I believe there's an earmark.
By the way, you have a right when he does that. You can fight back. That's self-defense.
There's an earmark at the University of Arizona, for example. For one thing. Secondly, I applaud you for standing up for the true American in the race, Hillary Rodham.
See, there you go.
Hillary.
What's that?
Our spunky little Hillary, but I don't think she's going to pull it off.
Like, John, I find it amazing that conservatives like you have suddenly jumped on the McCain bandwagon. This is a guy who opposed the Bush tax cuts. Now all of a sudden he says, I've changed my point of view, and you suddenly agree with him because you want to be able to support him.
I agree with him changing his point of view on tax cuts.
As long as he flip-flops in your direction, it's okay.
As long as he sees the light,
When a liberal changes, and when you would call it a flip-flop, and doesn't go your way, that's a flip-flop. When a conservative flip-flops toward you, they see the light.
Well, what McCain said is that the tax cuts worked, and the numbers bear him out on that. So
why didn't he support them?
Because at that point he didn't know they were going to work. And
I see. So he was wrong. His judgment was wrong.
Well, I give him credit for saying I opposed them. They worked, so I'm going to stick with them.
His judgment was wrong then.
His judgment was wrong at the time, and he had the guts to stand up and say. So now we can trust his judgment all of a sudden. Yeah, I think we can.
I see, okay.
I think you're making excellent points, Alan.
Thank you very much. Wait, I got to end Coulter supporting me. I'm in trouble.
I'm going to retire.
I think the point is, the most important question right now is who it is John McCain chooses as his vice president, because he may end up being the luckiest man in the world running against this absolute racist Obama, as noted in my column that we were going to write about. Or Hillary Clinton.
Why are you calling him a racist?
I mean, he could be the luckiest man in the world.
Why are you calling him a racist?
Because the topic we were supposed to be talking about in this segment, Sean. My column this week, I'm the only person in America who has read Obama's autobiography.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Only as a racial hair trigger. He's a complete loon. All he talks about is constantly being offended. And Mr. Unity attacks Sean Hannity.
You said in your piece, we only have a second left. You said if only, you might want to take a peek at Obama, what he writes, if only people had read Mein Kampf. So in other words, he'd be as dangerous as Hitler.
No, he's a dime store Mein Kampf.
Oh, he's a 2-bit Hitler.
But yes, it is absolute racialist. If you read Mein Kampf, it's all about his Germanic heritage, and this is, okay, go read it.
All right.
If you don't believe me, or read the Cliff Notes
we should be as wary of Obama as when they should have been of Hitler in Nazi Germany.
If only people had read Mein Kampf.
I just want to get you on the record. We will come right back. Jane Fonda, who is she supporting? We'll tell you who and why in a moment.